Look, if you've ever tried to build an online coaching business and felt like you were the problem, you weren't. You didn't fail your online business. The system you were given failed you. So, cold outreach, 100 DMs a day, niche harder, post more reels, try a new hook, just want it more, just do more. And if it doesn't work, well, it must be your fault, right? No, broken playbook. Come on now. Predictable outcome. So, look, and I say that as someone who's watched and paid, and I say that as someone who's watched way too many great coaches get fed into the same machine, the guru machine, all right? The same broken playbook, different branding, all pushing the same outdated, burnout heavy formula. You were given a broken operating system and told to run a business on it. It doesn't work. It makes me crazy. So let's talk about the part that nobody ever says out loud because they're worried that they're going to get like an NDA or a cease and desist. And it's also because if you've been burned by a mentorship before, this is going to hit a nerve, right? The coaching industry, especially the big names, the businessmen, it isn't built to help you. It's built to scale them. It's like an MLM. And once you understand how their model works, everything that happens to you suddenly now makes perfect sense. Okay, so here's the exact formula that the industry pushes. The same playbook repackaged 507 different ways, like 9,000 different ways. First one, you pick a niche that you don't really believe in. Okay, then you build a generic offer. They tell you to start running and sending 100 cold DMs a day, burn 3 to 5 hours a night glued to your phone, track everything manually, post content nonstop, praying it goes viral, pray someone replies, blame yourself when nobody does. It's the same playbook, but 500 different packages. It's still the same broken playbook. Now, here is the dirty little secret, okay? The outreach first business models were designed for people with unlimited time and no real responsibilities. Guys living alone, right? Kids straight out of college, influencer types with nothing but time to grind. But this model requires superhumans. 8 to 12 hours a day of free time that you don't have. It was not built for real coaches with 20, 30, 40 hours of in-person sessions, or dads holding a baby while on a client call, or people with rent or debt or family responsibilities, or literally any sort of life that exists outside of their phone. So that's the mentorships that they're not going to tell you that part because that would expose their entire business model. Because then when it fails, right, they blame you. So that's the reality. This is the really disgusting part of this industry. When the outreach fails, when the niche doesn't sit, when you don't go viral, okay, they don't question their model. They don't question themselves. They question you. Oh, you need to want it more. You didn't send enough DMs. You didn't niche hard enough. You didn't post enough. You didn't follow the script word for word like that works. Okay. You need to stop making excuses. Come on now. All right. It's psychological warfare dressed up as BS motivation. They hand you a business model that requires 10 hours a day of free time. And when you can't keep up, they call you undisciplined, even though you tried everything to follow it to a T. So what happened? Good coaches, smart coaches, coaches who give a shit about their clients, they start believing they are the problem. You start believing you're the problem. Oh, maybe I don't have what it takes. Maybe online isn't for me. Maybe I'm not motivated enough. Maybe it's just saturated. Maybe everyone else is just better. Maybe I wasn't meant to scale or actually make money. No, man. You were trying to build a business on top of a system that was never engineered for people like you properly, right? So let me make this really loud and bold. You didn't fail. You were set up to fail by design. And the moment that you realize that, everything about your past experience starts to now make sense. All right. So now that we've gone through and exposed the outdated playbook of all these gurus that set you up to fail, right? Now let's talk about why that model doesn't work anymore. Not in 2024, definitely not in 2025 or 2026, and definitely not for real coaches with actual real lives, okay? The outreach heavy, niche obsessed content hamster wheel mode made sense when the internet had space. So maybe 2016, space existed. Instagram wasn't completely oversaturated. Facebook groups actually worked and kick you out. Only 5 business coaches existed, okay? And every lead wasn't getting blasted by the same freaking scripts. 2024, 2025, oversaturated. Every coach is saying the same thing, same scripts, posting the same thing, and DMing the same way. And then the market is immune to it. So you don't get any responses. So let me be really simple. Like cold outreach today is pretty much dead. It's especially B2C. It's not a strategy. It's a screenshot graveyard, sending 50 to 100 DMs, sending follow-ups, rotating scripts, switching niches. What do you get? One call, maybe every couple of months. That's not a business model. That's proof that the channel is cooked, man. Right? Like, come on. Right? It's completely dead. And then, like, we have the Facebook group, the meta. Okay, the easiest, most more neurotic tactic there is in the entire space. Coaches dropping free value and insights into groups that have 300 other coaches lurking with the same exact plan. There's probably more coaches in that group than actual people. So everybody pitching everyone pretending to be helpful with the intent of selling them, everyone circling the same 5 warm bodies. It's not a strategy. It's a shark tank with 0 fish, okay? Here's the worst part. When it's not working, what do they tell you? Oh, okay, you need to niche harder. Go more specific. Change your avatar. You can't niche your way out of a missing freaking operating system. You can't solve infrastructure. You can't solve infrastructure problems with positioning tweaks. And then content, right? Content is gasoline. If you have zero engine, it does not matter what you post. You can post all reels all day long, literally 700 a day. But if there's zero backend, there's no nurturing, there's no pipeline, there's nothing to catch the traffic, guess what? It evaporates, okay? The market evolved. The tactics didn't. And the coach is still teaching the BS 2016 strategies in 2025 are still the same reason that most of you are still stuck. Here's the math nobody does for you. If you have 1 to 2 free hours a day, maybe, the model they give you requires 8 to 12. It's a rigged game. It's like a carny at the X, okay? And you are never told the rules or the proper actual explanation of how this is supposed to work with the irresistible offer and the guarantee, or I'll give you 30 leads or 30 calls in 30 days. I'll sell you my kidney. Okay, so now what actually works, right? So if the old model is broken, what actually works? Let me show you what coaches who are winning and making money are doing very, very differently. Okay, and this isn't with hype or like some virality or spray. Okay, it's not motivation, it's not volume, it's infrastructure. I know it's a scary word, but coaches who win simply have a backend. That's the difference. That's it. Okay. So first thing, they have offer plus pricing ladder. So a structured offer and a pricing ladder. Most coaches, or even gyms for that matter, have one random online package and one random VIP tier. That is not a business, that's a wish list. So a real backend has a ladder that catches every single budget with clean ascension, and then clean positioning, clean conversion. Your close rate should be above 80%. The second one is the nurturing engine. So this is where 99% of coaches bleed out. Leads book cold. They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. Just see something that you posted, and then they show up colder because they don't trust you. So a nurturing engine warms people up before they ever talk to you. Before your call starts, they already like you, know you, trust you, and guess what? More likely to buy from you because of it. Third is pipeline control. Okay, so if you don't know where your leads are, you don't have a business. You have scattered chaos. So then you need tags, stages, automations, follow-up loops, every lead properly tracked, every stage clear. And then you can do this crazy thing called KPIs. So you know like how many people are closing, right? So which brings me to the fourth thing is retention. All right. So that tells you then everyone thinks online coaching is a lead game. No. Okay. I scaled to 7 figures because of LTV. It's a retention game. So the biggest money leak isn't leads. It's churn. If clients leave at week 8, nothing scales. The fifth one is a proof engine. Okay. So this goes back to the nurturing thing. Most coaches don't chase testimonials. The system collects for them. Okay. Like the ones that have a proper backend. Proof feeds the content feeds the nurture feeds the pipeline feeds the revenue. It's fuel for the entire machine. Instead of hopping on the next viral content trend, just post a before and after of your client. That'll get you more leads and money. 6 would be automation. So, hello, you shouldn't be tracking everything manually, like your leads, your follow-ups, your client calls, your chasing payments. Automations remove the admin burden, so you can actually coach and record content and close. You know, the things that actually make you money. So here's the real difference. One sells a lot of hope, okay? The other builds a proper backend that scales, okay? It's like compounding interest. So gurus push volume outreach, the niche obsession, the content sprints, and blame you when it breaks. Operators build you an infrastructure, automate your admin, fix your pricing, build your nurturing, control your pipeline, and engineer your retention. It's a lot easier to get someone to buy from you twice than it is once because they trust you, like you, know you, etc. Okay, so now let's get into the part that nobody really ever gave you in these mentorships other than just do more outreach, okay? Let me show you some examples of what a real backend actually looks like. And this isn't with theory. This isn't with hype. This is not send 100 DMs. This is an actual system, okay? So the first part, the offer ladder. Your offer ladder is the spine of your business. So a real backend has a ladder that catches every single bucket and every buyer psychology. So you can have a base program to hybrid, upgrade to premium transformation, and then to high ticket one-on-one. No sells, like no hard sells, no battle, just clean ascension, clean positioning, clean conversion, 80% close rate. I promise you. Okay. But then why this is successful is your nurturing engine. So before the call even starts, they've already experienced your value. They already have seen your wins. They already trust you. Okay, you sent them a bunch of stuff. You warmed them up with proof and a VSL or a quick win, an identity shift, pre-framing. And then guess what? They're ready for the consult. Warm leads convert, cold leads ghost, or don't convert because they're full of objections. Very simple. You don't have to be the greatest sales closer on earth. Okay. So then the pipeline control. Every lead is properly tagged. Every stage is clear. Automation's doing the follow-ups. Nurturing, firing automatically. Your show rate is rising. That means your conversions is predictable. So modern coaching isn't about just grinding. It's about controlling your pipeline. Now, retention. Okay. This is so essential. You need to have this mapped out. Right? Our programs give you that. But if you don't, week 1 would be something like onboarding expectations. There's more that goes into that. Then week 4 would be like a progress checkpoint. Week 8 would be proof moment and identity shift. 12 would be potential renewal depending on your package. 16 would be ascension. Week 20 would be you get them to give you a referral, a case study, and then that gives you fuel for your pipeline. Retention becomes engineered, not emotional, not winging it, not just like, oh, I hope that happens, right? So then that's the proof engine, right? DM wins, progress shots, weekly client breakthroughs, quick win screenshots, check-in glow-ups. Proof is what fuels and what is should only pretty much be your content. Proof is what fuels your nurture. Proof is what fuels every sale you make for the rest of your career. It is not optional. It is it is literally a part of your infrastructure that you should have. Now, if you are a coach watching this and any part of this masterclass, if you want to call that, made you realize, yep, it's kind of what I'm missing, then I built something for you. It's free. I know it sounds crazy. There's nothing really on that. I just want your email and number so I can maybe call you and text you. But it's basically a backend diagnostic, and it's going to show you exactly where your coaching business is leaking money or pricing, nurturing, pipeline, retention, or proof, and how much of that, like how much of that leak is actually costing you month after month. It's brutally accurate because I made it, and it tell you the truth about your past mentors. It'll tell you like what they never did. Okay, so the link will be in the description if I remember to do that. If not, drop me a comment. And so now let me just quickly leave you with this before you click off. You didn't fail your online business, okay? You did not fail. You were just given a broken operating system, or OS for sure. But now that you have seen what it looks like, what a real backend should look like and what you should have, now you know. So you're no longer in the dark, okay? So if you found this helpful, hit like so it gets pushed to more people like you, more coaches that need to hear this before they drop another 10 grand on another guru, and subscribe, because every week I will try to drop something like this back-end focused training showing you exactly like what to do, how to build a business that doesn't rely on hype or volume or burning yourself out. And if you want absolute clarity on the piece that's holding you back right now, then take the free diagnostics. It's the fastest way to kind of understand your business. Maybe book a call with me, but I don't know, or not. I have nothing to sell you, at least right now. We'll see if we work together. But anyways, here's the final slide. If you liked the video, cool. Subscribe for more. Like it. If you made it to the end, appreciate you. You have like a pretty long attention span. That's really rare nowadays. And if you like this video, watch the one that's on my face. YouTube thinks you're going to like that too.